The NBA Players' Choice Awards have wrapped up, and unlike 2015, where they had the Players' Choice Awards in Las Vegas, and not many athletes showed up, it was the inaugural version, but I guarantee in 10 years will be one of the biggest award shows, because when you do get enough of those superstar NBA athletes together, well, social media goes off, reaction, criticism, yada, yada, yada.
Gifts.
Gifts. Gifts or GIFs? It ain't a peanut butter. It's GIF. Get it through your head, people. God, that's such a good one. So let's go to the element to see who the players voted for as the best players and the awards that went out. MVP, Stephen Curry. Agree?
But would you relax? It's a regular season award.
No,
Chill.
it's not just a regular season. The players decide this. Toughest to guard, Stephen Curry. Coach you most like to play for, Gregg Popovich. Best off the bench, Jamal Crawford.
Yes.
Best defender, Kawhi Leonard. Best home court advantage, the Golden State Warriors. Best dressed, Russell Westbrook. Best is most interestingly dressed. Best rookie, Karl-Anthony Towns. Global Impact Award, Kobe Bryant. Most influential veteran or dad, Tim Duncan.
Yeah, Timmy.
Player you wish was on your team, LeBron. Best social media follow, LeBron. Clutch performer.
Oh, Steph.
Oh, that gets interesting. And best comeback player, YG Trace. Paul George, after what he did to his. When a bomb goes off in your leg like that,
but
you feel for a guy.
Although the players did vote for it, those votes were cast before the playoffs, according to many of the reports.
They were, so it's a regular season award. Therefore, if you include the playoffs, excuse yourself from the conversation. We can only give you opinion and debate and analysis based off what we're given. So yes. Spoiler, it's not a spoiler. We need our own little flashing icon for the comment section saying it's just for the regular season. And during the regular season, was there anybody more clutch than Steph Curry?
Do I need to remind everyone of OKC in that phenomenal game? Well, Steph Curry
He's got 3 seconds, pulls up from 55.
Let's go!
Bang, bang! Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing.
All right,
toughest to guard. So the one I would argue with, though, toughest to guard, I found interesting because I think LeBron is not somebody you can guard. You can guard Steph. We've seen many NBA players successfully guard Steph in a couple of series in general. But, I mean, it's a lot of the highlight tape. It's the crossover. It's his way of creating a little bit of space out of nothing and getting a shot off. I'd even consider Klay Thompson one of the tough guys to guard in the NBA because he gets open. I mean, he's always running. You have to, off-the-ball movement type of guarding.
The only form of devil's advocacy that I will impose on you for that is the difference in scoring. Steph Curry's setting a scoring record for his specific position and shooting the three-pointer. You know exactly what he's going to do. So if you're guarding LeBron James, you know it's nearly impossible to stop LeBron James going to the rim. So if LeBron James has got... I'm not calling Steph Curry a one-trick pony. Relax. But if his shot is the three-point, that's exactly what you know. He's going to take a three-point shot. And how many people successfully were able to shut him down more so than he was able to get the shot away and make it? That's what I think, because you know what he's going to do. That's one of the worst things about trying to guard someone that's that good, is you can go in like, this guy's going to try and find a way to shoot from beyond the arc. I'm going to try and stop it. Oh, wait, it's already in. It's impossible at times to try and guard. That's the only reason I think players, specifically NBA players, because this isn't a critic's choice. This is those guys that play against them. So you can imagine that even LeBron's cast his vote when he's probably like, the kid can just score from anywhere beyond the arc. There's no limit now. There used to be an area where you'd be like, all right, I don't need to get as close.
Right.
Because he's not going to score from there. Oh, wait, it's already in.
Yeah. I had a couple other awards I created, Francis. There was most likely to stay in New York, even though the fans don't want him to.
Interesting.
Karl-Anthony.
Most likely to strike someone in the groin, uncalled for. But that's a postseason.
No, so this is only for the regular season.
All right, take that award away. Then most likely to send a dick pic. No, that's postseason as well.
I also had most improved eyebrow facial haircut.
Interesting.
Anthony Davis.
Right,
No
nice.
more unibrow. He's grown up from it. Most patient player in NBA history. DeMarcus Cousins. Dealing with that management, truly unbelievable. Patience. I don't have any other awards. Do you have any other awards?
There was already enough on there. I would
Do you
argue
think Russell
Westbrook?
So again, I don't look at me. Do I understand fashion?
Do you understand fashion?
No.
You know that fucking Frankie says relax.
No, I don't. Are you Frankie? You're Frankie. I've never heard you refer to yourself as Frankie.
It's not Frankie. It's the song. relax.
This is my spirit
Don't
animal.
do
If
it
I could be,
when you won't do it.
if I could be Snoopy, have everything in my doghouse, it'd be freaking amazing. I don't understand anything about fashion. I can willingly admit that. Look what I'm wearing. However, does anybody understand what Russell Westbrook is wearing? I'm not making fun of it. I'm just like asking for your help in this situation. Best dressed, like Andre Iguodala, in my opinion. Go through his Instagram. You could look up to it. He does outfit. He does outfit of the days.
Does outfits?
He really has, and he's like sponsored by multiple like really nice suit companies and stuff like that, like Hugo Boss or I think GQ. One of those like 15.
What?
Dude, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying, throw up a couple pictures of Andre Iguodala. He dresses well.
What I like about predominantly NFL players and NBA players is they just don't give a shit. Like they're willing to take risks because, by the way, I've never.
You know, they implemented a dress code. Like during the Iverson years, these guys were wearing whatever they wanted, and then they all of a sudden decided, who was it? David Stern made them do the dress code, right? Which really, it didn't clean up the league. It cleaned up the look of the league.
Yeah.
And as much as social media impact is huge, it has given a. What's the word I'm looking for here, Dan? Like a positive message, positive like leadership.
So you won't get
positive impact for the league.
You won't get Ezekiel Elliott crop tops in NBA, is what you're saying?
Russell Westbrook.
So that's the thing is, what I've always, by the way, to digress to fashion at the moment, if you are watching and you don't know if you have any fashion sense, there's a thing that you have, is that you have clothes, you have yourself, no matter whether you can go and spend.
Dad's closet.
Even if you have your dad's closet, no matter what you go and spend, I've never spent. Now that I got into a position where I could spend money on clothes, I enjoy doing it. But before that, I would still always find a way to impose my style on this clothes, because here's the difference. There's a difference between fashion and style. You can have good fashion, which means you go out and buy all your Giorgio Armani suits, but if you wear them like an idiot and you don't rock them with confidence, that's the fashion doesn't mean anything. Style is about rocking what you have with the most confidence and being confident in what you wear, which is what Russell Westbrook is, which is why he gives that message.
What's the line he has in New York? Barney's, New York? Is that the name of it?
Barney's is a pretty big store.
Whatever. We'll throw up some pictures of Russell Westbrook and what he looks like on a regular basis. It's definitely the most interesting style. He's always got something wacky out there, which I think makes it a little more entertaining.
So, is there? Can you throw back up the awards one last time to see? Is there anything else?
Did we miss any?
That tons of you
global
heads?
impact. I mean Kobe Bryant makes sense. I thought best home court advantage really should go to Golden State was a hell of an arena. Oklahoma City was some difficult place to play in. But they nailed a lot of these. Best defender, of course, Kawhi Leonard. Off the bench, Jamal Crawford. Most lovable player in the league, Jamal Crawford. One of Jason's favorite players in the league, Jamal Crawford. I like to go on these awards forever.
I mean, for a coach, it must be impressive every year that Popovich, when's the last time the San Antonio Spurs
I can't believe it wasn't like Jacques Vaughn.
When did the Spurs last win again? It was
2014.
2014, right?
Against the Heat.
So 2 years since their last championship. And it still is just a testament to how impressive and how influential a coach is of Popovich, because some people might be just drawn to the fact of a winning team.
Do you know who he also is taking over next year? Team USA basketball, 2017.
So if you're not already shitting yourself about playing Team USA already, shit yourself a little bit more, because now they're going to add a phenomenal coach.
Pop will be mad if they allow more than 50 points a game.
There'll be no 360 dunks under Pop watching.
Yeah, he'd be pretty upset with that.
Yeah.
All right, well, make sure to like, favorite, subscribe to this video. Big news, we have a big podcast coming. It can't be called the big podcast because that's Shaq's podcast.
What, you trying to say we're not bigger than him?
It will be like the medium-sized, averaged height podcast with Jason and Francis. No, we'll get back to you with name and information on where to find it. It will be coming within 2-3 weeks, but we're going to need your help. You watch us on TYT Sports, we would love you forever. We always love you guys forever and ever, but if you come over and listen to the podcast, give it a download. I'm not sure if it's a like or a favorite. It might be like a thumbs up.
Or both.
Might be like like, hey, how you doing?
And it's not gonna collide. That's the best thing. Is it's not like, all right, we're going on a different platform. We're gonna give you video on the exact same thing. Where you're like, but I want to watch you at this time and this time.
No, you're gonna hear me rant about terrible movies.
You can go to it's gonna be more than just sports, which is the best thing. All the digressions that we go on before Dan gives us the wrap-up sign and throws pens at us, we don't get that anymore because we just get to go on and just keep going on.
I don't think he's ever thrown a pen at us.
See that pen?